Hi guys. On Monday I took a nice day trade. I think it was very A+, and we're gonna break it down. It was a beautiful setup. First of all, we start as always on the high time frame. And as you can see here, this is a 4-hour chart. We swept this massive inducement target here with a little bit of a fair value gap here still remaining that hasn't been touched yet, and also this new supply area here, new in the sense of has never been touched. Okay, so if you restrict it to the order block, which is technically to this bullish candle's low, we can see that we just touched that. Okay, so we are in a supply high time frame. We swept a nice liquidity pool on the high time frame, so this market was ready to have a retracement at least. Okay, and when I was seeing that we get this super clean break of structure here, we have this little low here that led to the final push out after this original sweep here. So we have the original sweep, we come higher again, then we clearly break below this and close below and keep dumping. And on M15 I was waiting for the M15 close. This was a super bearish close as well, engulfing two M15 candles. We are at the high of the day as well. Asia is down here, London is here, New York is here. So high of the day we have liquidity has been swept, high time frame, supply area, everything, all the pieces were coming together. So yeah, that engulfing M15 was confirming. Then we had the M15 fair value gap as well. But before that was even confirmed, I already entered here a little early. Because it was also 12 p.m. So it was very late in the day. So yeah, I took the trade right here, not waiting for a second leg, not waiting for the M15 fair value gap confirmation, because this was such a violent break of structure from the high of the day, and just showing the momentum that I wanted. So I was confident enough that this is gonna sell lower. My planned TP was here, humble target. Let me just get this to my normal color. Humble target. If it wants to induce any level here and then come higher, I'm already out of the trade. So that was the idea. So let's see how this trade goes. We have a little bit of a pullback. And then we break lower. And on the next day, first of all, it's AU, okay? So we have a lot of activity and momentum going on in Asia, which is nice because you know me, I'm getting used to holding day trades overnight because I wait for so much confirmation that I get shitty entries, okay? So normally I don't win a day trade in the same session anymore. So so it's nice to be on AU where you get actually, you don't have to wait long until the momentum kicks in again, because Asia session is a main session for that pair. And we also had interest rate decision, which is AU or Australian dollar was expected, or Australia was expected to lower their interest rate. Okay, so that is supposed to make AUD fundamentally weak. So this is in my favor, because if AUD gets weak, this goes lower. Okay, so I was licking my lips because I thought interest rate decision could really fulfill the objective here of grabbing some counterparty liquidity. After we take all the buy side, we have to look for sell side, and I think the interest rate decision, especially with the expectancy of them lowering the interest rate, that just made perfect sense in the scope of that trade. So I was completely happy with holding this at break even overnight. Learned my lesson from the last GJ trade, which also won after holding it over the night on interest rate decision. But this on GJ, I pulled the plug because I was a little having maybe too much respect of the interest rate decision, and here I learned my lesson and I just held it. Okay, so we are past the daily transition, spreads are tight again, and we are approaching Asia session. Okay, and then we have the interest rate decision here kicking in, and you can see that price just absolutely, this is still before interest rate decision. I think it was at, yeah, it was the last candle of the trade actually. So this was still regular Asia session price action. And you see a trade looks so healthy when it does that, right? Strong down, super choppy up, and then strong down again. So I was very confident that interest rate decision is gonna push price lower. And then it did, okay? So because of news rule, again, I had to take my TP order here to that price. I had to take it off and wait my 3-4 minutes just to be safe. The rule says 2 minutes. and after 4 minutes after interest rate decision, I closed it here for more profits than expected. Very lovely. 2.5 R. For me, it's very uncommon to bank more than 2 R, so I'm very grateful. This ultimately tanked more, came lower, but it's not my job to hold these trades longer than to the planned target. It's not my job. This is where we get into gambling territory, and I'm happy with... you know, from the last video, I had these 2 trades, lost them in within 15 minutes, minus 4%. So this gave me plus 5% straight from that 4% drawdown into, okay, I'm gonna request a payout tomorrow. Best feeling ever. So I was so grateful for that. And I think this was an A+ setup. Very grateful again for having such a great setup and be able to catch it. And with that, I send you off. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions on the trade, on anything, just shoot me a comment. I will get back to you. And yeah, thanks again for your attention. See you in the next one. Take care, guys.